Now honey, you better sit down and look around, cause you must have bumped your head.
What's up y'all, JSays here, doing another video blog. I got this shirt, this Miss Emile t-shirt from the Mrs. Carter tour, which is what I'm going to be talking about, and Beyonce's new album, or lack thereof. Go to missemile.net. This is a great organization that supports the homeless and helps those struggling with hunger. It's Houston-based, which is why Beyonce is bagging it and supporting it. So yeah, throw them a line. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to be talking about the tour and the new album. So, if you spent any time on Twitter, especially within the pop music fan circles, you will know that a lot of people, particularly the Beehive, aka Beyonce's hardcore fan base, are steam pressed because there hasn't been any new music officially released from Beyonce. A month or two ago, she was caught at Coney Island, allegedly shooting a music video for an alleged single entitled XO. I don't want to be hearing anything new, seeing anything new, until there is an album at least 80% finished that Beyonce is content with. She has already jumped the gun once, and it would be completely embarrassing for her to start yet another brand new promotional campaign, and the album is still not finished yet. Basically, the album was supposed to come out in April, which is when her new tour kicked off. And I'm pretty sure that Beyonce thought, hey, I've recorded an album before in 2 weeks, so I can do it again. It's perfectly fine if we start this promotional campaign that would include the inauguration, the Super Bowl, a huge Pepsi deal, a huge H&M deal, a tour, and these billboards at Walmart that say Beyonce album coming soon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she thought that was a safe thing to do. And then push came to shove. Maybe she wasn't happy with what she recorded. Maybe the record label wasn't happy with it. And then an album never came out. So, the Beehive is not pressed because it's just been too long in between albums. Because there was 3 years between Dangerously in Love and B-Day. And there was 3 years between Sasha Fierce and 4. It's just that we got set up for the okie doke in a way. I'm sure Beyonce didn't intentionally do that. Don't get me wrong. We got excited for a brand new era that never really kicked off full swing. So I hate to say it, but I think this would have never happened on Matthew Knowles' watch. Matthew Knowles is Beyonce's father, and he was her manager for most of her career up until 2011. She said on her HBO documentary that she wanted her dad back and wanted to take the business element out of it, and that she wanted to run her own machine. I am all for that. I'm all for Beyonce steering her own ship. I think that's awesome. I just think she needs additional help. Clearly, with some of the promotional missteps that we saw with the 4 era, this era that has yet to be started, and with the whole turn-up group ticket fiasco that happened with the tour, the bees know what that was about. I don't really have to go into that. It's just clear that Beyonce does need a little extra support, because it's hard to do everything you need to do as an artist and make sure that's tight, and then still have to micromanage everybody else on the business end and make sure that everything is handled properly. Which brings me to the tour. Okay, I saw the show in Houston back in July. Beyonce never puts on a bad show. I have yet to see a bad performance from her. So let's be clear that the show was great. However, I didn't get my full-on life because I've been fortunate enough to go to every tour. I've seen every DVD. I've seen a lot of stuff. So for me, I didn't get my full-on life because I saw a lot of things that I had seen before. There was a lot of, basically the Mrs. Carter show came off to me as a regurgitation of all of her prior tours. It's like she put a little bit from each tour and just kind of slapped it together. And if you had never seen Beyonce live, it would probably be the most spectacular, amazing thing ever. But for an established fan, there was ad-libs. Basically, I knew what the band arrangement was going to sound like before it came. I knew what ad-libs she was going to do before it came. I was able to predict a lot, so that kind of takes away the sparkle for me. Also, I had a problem with the set list. 4, including the deluxe tracks, had 16 tracks on it, and she did half of those. She did 8. Given that we didn't get a 4 tour because she was on her pregnancy hiatus and all of that, I was looking forward to being able to experience 4 live and hear it in living color, and I was excited about that, and then it didn't happen. Countdown, which was a single, it had a video. She didn't perform that song, but she performed Freakum Dress for the 1,000th time. I know it's a popular song, but you gotta make space for your new material, especially over your older material. So, and then Freakum Dress was performed the same way for the 1,000th time on top of that. So that was kind of annoying. I think what happened was Beyonce had every intention of building a new concept for this new tour around a new album, and since the new album didn't come, it was just like, okay, what do we do now? And then it all just kind of got, it is what it is. Maybe that's what happened. So I don't know whether to give her the benefit of the doubt and go, well, you kind of had to put a tour concept together at the last minute, or do I hold her accountable and say, okay, well, you should have been able to give us at least something fresh and new, even though you didn't have an album to build it around. When it comes to Beyonce's live shows, not necessarily the music, but when it comes to the live shows, I really think that Beyonce could use a fresh perspective. And the reason why things are the way they are right now is because, this is just my theory, but Beyonce really doesn't have any competition right now. Most of her contemporaries have slowed down in one way or another. And meanwhile, Beyonce, since that first Destiny's Child album, she's been working nonstop. Album after album, tour after tour, hit after hit. She has just propelled herself and become this huge international megastar. Not that her contemporaries aren't. But again, like I said, they've all slowed down at one point or another. They've all had some major PR drama in one way or another. She has not. She has just catapulted herself. So when you're the only one and you really don't have any major competition, you don't have anything to vibe off of. You don't have anything to look to, compare yourself to, be inspired by. You don't have anything to push you to keep going to that next level and going, okay, how can I be even better than I was yesterday? So you guys let me know what you think, and am I off the mark? Am I hitting on the mark? What do you guys think? Let me know.
I can't hear you out, even louder.